Hello everyone, welcome to DC Minds. In this video, we are going to learn about loops in Python. So in Python, we have while loop, for loop and nested loop. Nested loop is nothing but a loop inside another loop, or a loop can have multiple inner loops. Okay, so we use loop whenever we want to perform same or similar task again and again. That is, the task is in repetitive in nature. Okay, so along with this loop we'll also learn about the loop control statements like break, continue and pass. Now let's see each of these along with example. Okay, so we'll use Jupyter notebook that we have installed using Anaconda distribution. So here we have Jupyter notebook launched. We'll create a new notebook here and we'll give it a name. Loops, can give any name you want. And here first we'll create a list which have some elements. Okay, so here we have total 7 elements, and what we want to do is we have to find which all elements are even number in this list. Okay, so here what we have to do, we have to check a condition for whether a element is even or not. So here the condition check is same for all the elements. So here checking for even elements is repetitive in nature. It is repetitive task. So for this what we'll do, we'll use for loop. So I'll say item in list, and then we'll check for condition if item modulus 2 equal to 0. That is, if we divide a number, then it whether it is giving remainder as 0 or not. If it is giving remainder as 0, then we'll say item is even number. Okay, so this is modulus operator that is used to calculate the remainder in Python. Okay, so now let's run the code and see what is happening. So if you see here, 68, a66 and 80 are even numbers. So here 66, 68, 66 and 80, all these three elements are even number. So we can perform same task, that is finding of even number in a list, using while loop also. So for that, first we need to have a length of the list. So we'll find length using a function called len, and we'll pass it as a list as a argument, and we'll also create a variable called counter which is we assign 0. Now we'll use while loop. So here what we have to do is we have to give a condition. So here our condition will be that counter is less than length. Okay, if it is less than, then what we'll do, we will check if list of counter modulus 2 equal to 0, then we'll say print list of counter is even number. Okay, so and then we will increment the counter by 1. So in case of while loop, we have to give a condition, that is the condition which will be true. When it is true, then this line of code should execute. If it will become false, then it should stop executing. So basically the condition to stop the execution of a code. Okay, now let's run it and let's see whether it is giving some output. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, so if you see here, we are getting same output as before. So we can use both for loop and while loop for similar purpose, but in real time it is better to use while loop when you don't know how many times you have to iterate, that is how many times you have to perform particular operation. In this case we know that we have to perform 7 times, but in case of while loop, if you don't know that certain condition will how many times you have to perform, like if you want to convert an integer number to binary, at that time you don't know how many times you have to perform that division and other operation. Or also if you want to find whether number is palindrome or not, in that case you can use while loop. Okay, so this for loop you can also use with dictionary. Here we have used with list, we can use it dictionary. So here I have created dictionary which has two value, that is one is name and that is key is name and value is decimand. Here key is year and the value is 2070. So if we when you say for item in DCT, that is dictionary, and then print it, then we'll get all the keys that we have. So here we have name and year as the key. So instead of key getting key, if you say DCT of item, that is item is nothing here, these keys, then in this case it should give the values. Okay, so if you run this you'll get DC minus, or you can also print both key and value. So I'll say item comma and let's see what's now both are getting printed. So you can use for loop with dictionary also. Similarly you can also use while loop. So whenever you want to perform similar kind of task which is repetitive in nature, you can use for loop or while loop. Okay, now let's see some loop control statements. So here we'll take the same example. Here what we have, and here we want to, what we want to do, we want to print all the elements which are, basically we want to print all the elements of this list, but what we want to do, we want to skip if the element is even number. So in this case what we'll say, we'll say continue we'll say continue, else we'll say print item. So here we'll print all the odd numbers and let's run it. So if you see we are getting all the odd numbers. So what is happening over here, if the list is, if the element is divisible by 2, that is remainder is 0, then in this case it will come over here and it will directly go and it will skip the code. Okay, so instead of doing this you can also do like this. Okay, so what will happen if the item is, let's first run it and we are getting the same output. So what is happening over here, first we'll check whether item is divisible by 2, that is remainder is 0. Then in this case if it is divisible by 2, then it will be continue, means it will not come to this line, it will directly go back here and then again check for other elements, and if it is not divisible by 2 then it will print the elements. So this is to skip a line of code, that basically skip a iteration, that particular iteration we want to skip. So, and another thing, another statement is called break. We'll use same example here. What we want to do while printing all the elements in the list, what we want to do, whenever when we find a even number, we want to stop. So basically what I want to do is, if I find a even number, I want to stop the printing of element. So in this case I'll say break. So in this case my expectation is that I should get output as 33, 45, and then it should stop. Let's see what is happening. Okay, so here we are getting 33 and 45. This is because what is happening when we are finding that okay, next element is even number, at this time what I'm saying break means stop the execution of this for loop. Okay, so this is for breaking the for loop. Next statement we have is pass. So let's see what is the use of pass. So we will take the same code, and here what we'll do, we'll say pass. So we use pass whenever we don't want to execute anything. Basically we don't, if we don't want to use execute anything, we'll use pass. So here we are using pass. If I run this, let's see what is happening. It is printing nothing because even if it is a even number of even element, we are not printing because pass is used to execute nothing. So in this case we can also use else and say print item. So here what we are doing, in case of even, we are not executing anything, and in case of odd, if the element is not even, we are printing the value. So it is nothing much similar to this. Just what we are doing in case of if condition is true, then we are just ignoring it, basically not executing anything. Okay, so this is all about for loop, while loop, break and continue, and pass statements. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like.